All right, here we go. Golf Wednesday is back. The American Express as we head stateside to La Quinta. Mike Carver here with you, along with the Prime Minister, Cam Stewart.
Carver taking his family to Great Wolf Lodge on his American Express, courtesy of Chris Gotterup.
Courtesy of Chris Gotterup.
Baby.
Hey, Cam, seriously, what a start to the Golf Wednesday year by hammering Chris Gotterup.
Great call.
There in week one. We talked about it, obviously. When we did the show, he was 45. I was able to actually get a 50 as well.
Ooh, nice.
On Gotterup. So what a great week. And he, it felt like it going into the weekend. It was like, all right, Gotterup's there. He's like the best guy that's hanging around the top. Griffin played well Thursday, but kind of faded a little Friday. I was like, this guy's got this. And then on Sunday, Cam, he just grabbed it and he just ran with it on that back nine. It was super impressive.
Know what it is about Gotterup? I realize that some guys have it and some guys don't. He has it.
Yeah.
He's a great guy from New Jersey. We talk about it. Know what I like about Gotterup too, Mike? Even though he cries and gets emotional, I'd be the same way on tour. Like, it's one of those things. It's like, dude, I worked my ass off to get here. I stared down Rory McIlroy in Scotland. I'm beating these guys down in the field. I like him because he shows up on Sundays.
Yep.
He's a winner. And that's the thing. Some of these guys, like these Thursday warriors we take, when I have Gotterup in the mix on Saturday and Sunday, I go, we got a chance. And he didn't gag. And he hit 20-foot putt, 12-foot putt. Never looked worried. Never got crazy. Even at the end, the guy's like, oh, you can go for it and just lay up. Don't worry about it. Gotterup understands.
Yeah, did you like it? Hey, how about that guy on Golf Channel giving you the pens? So was he laying up here? I don't know, because he's got a 3-shot lead and he just wants to get, what?
You know how many times I want to go up to Steven Yeager and say lay up instead of putting in a guy's pool or out of bounds? Like,
can't do it.
What Gotterup I like about it? He knows his game, Mike.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I love this guy. He's just a cool dude, and he gets emotional. I love Chris Gotterup. Thank you so much, buddy.
Great start to the year for us on Golf Wednesday. Having a winner in week one.
Amazing.
That is just, that'll really hopefully get us going as we move down here to the AmEx. And now this is a field and a tournament, Cam. Let's just talk about this before you can get into who the favorites are. And yes, Scheffler's here. So that's a disaster in itself.
It is.
But, this is the only, with the 3 courses. Here's the setup, guys. So they have, of course, the Pete Dye Stadium. You've got the La Quinta, and you've got the Nicklaus. Everyone plays each course Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 1 course a day. And then in the rare cut after 54 holes, as they then will cut on Sunday and play the stadium course again. Cam, we've talked about this a lot through the years. It's such a tough tournament to navigate because of the 3-course setup, and also because, Cam, like, let's be honest with you, and the numbers and the data and the analytics tell it, it's some of the easiest courses on the
it's true
in the on the tour as well. So that also makes it a birdie fest, -25 to -30, usually in that area right there. You got to roll it in and just keep racking up the birds here, Cam.
It's tough, Carver. You talk about it. Certain guys play certain tracks well. Now you have 3 tracks. So you know what? The way I'm going to break it down is like we liked with Gotterup and Price. Who played well last week and who's going to be a guy that we look for numbers? Who's in good form? What kind of numbers are we getting? Right? So, and I looked at the picks, you sent me an over, and I'm like looking at Carver's list going, yes, yes, yes. Like the guys you have outright, I for top 10s and 20s too. So we're reading each other's mail. It sucks with Scheffler, but this is the one time, Mike, I saw the lowest I've seen for Scheffler, top 5, I saw -135. That was the lowest I've seen out of all my books. And I'm thinking, I don't know what he's doing. He'll probably bring his C game and probably still either win or finish top 5. But if I'm going to avoid him 1 week, it's this week. I know you have another way of attacking him, which is to do early. And that's a good strategy as well, because if he comes out hot, you want a piece of him.
Look, at the end of last year, Cam, I was squarely in the Scotty without Scheffler market.
Yeah, me too.
Though that last, July and August last year when he played, I just completely took him out of the equation. I was tired of getting hit over the head with a hammer with him. I didn't want to do it anymore. I agree with what you're just saying. I guess if there's a time, we'll start the year without it. I'm playing my guys in the regular market this week with Scotty. I'm not playing without Scotty. I thought about it. But, and I was reading a little bit of Keith Stewart this morning. Of course, hat tip to him with Read the Line. And he kind of had it in there, too. He's like, if there's a week where maybe you don't have to do it, it's this, because of the 3-course setup and because of some of the other things that are going on. So I'm going to go and just play the regular outright market, Cam.
I'm with
Even
you.
though Scotty's here and he's just a monster favorite as always, I'm going to go after him here. Said I was going to not go after him anymore, but week 2, Cam. We're already breaking the trends.
We got the Goddard up monies. My woman's hitting top 20 parlays with Siwoo Kim.
What's she having that? Who was in the top 20 parlay?
I got to give her credit. I told her she won like $159 too on like that. It was a good parlay. Siwoo Kim top 20, Nick Taylor top 20, Hideki top 20, and Russell, don't call me Russell Henley. He was T33. I go, honey, don't worry, he's got holes. And we look, T19 just slipped in.
Well,
in true Russell style.
Hideki was awful Thursday, and it looked like he wasn't even going to make the cut.
Good call, Mike.
Fought himself to the cut line Friday, and then did the ultimate backdraft Saturday to get himself up into the top 20.
Hideki's a good weekend guy. Usually he's your friend on the weekend. He's the opposite of Cole. Every time I have Cole, I'm like, oh God, you need a 9-shot lead on the weekend with this guy.
I used Hideki in the Mayo one and done.
Oh, are you in that one and done?
Yeah, I'm in the one and done.
It's not available in my province, and I didn't want to send all entries to Carver's address with the wife and children, but maybe next year I will.
Next year, Cam, me and you will go partners on one then.
Oh, can we do that, Mike? No, honestly, like we got to remember.
We'll go partners, and we're going to call it Carver and Cam Golf.
I like
we'll
that.
Get it right in there.
You know what? We'll be
I didn't know you weren't in it. I didn't know you couldn't play it, or else I would have did that.
It's the best. Every contest Mayo has not available in Ontario. It's like these things not available in Alaska and Hawaii. It's kind of like one of those things with these sports books because Ontario has so many. So he's like, I could have done it with you or, Fred Courier in Buffalo or some of my other friends out of province. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to bet on golf. But next year, Carver, let's get a couple. And if we win every week, we can maybe build an army.
I'm upset that I didn't take Goddard up last week now.
Exactly.
I ended up taking Hideki and ended up going with it. All right. Yep. Let's see what we have here for the AmEx in La Quinta. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there he is.
Look at that.
Gary Graphic is back. Frank
now, some of these have moved a little bit since the graphic team put them together. Scotty, I actually saw at 300 this morning.
Yeah.
Henley now at 22. I saw it today, so down a bit. Ben Griffin 20. We're both going to talk about him in a minute. 20s and 22s for him. But basically, what we're showing you here is these are the chalk. Obviously the chalk guys. Let's see who's here this week, Cam.
Yeah.
Scheffler, Griffin, Burns, Oberg, Henley, Cantlay, who loves this place, Bobby Mack, Fitzpatrick, Double H, Harry Hall, defending champ, Sepp Straka, Seppi, Taylor Pendrith, Harris English, always loves California. Lots of guys here, Cam, for us to chew on the chalk side.
I'm going to tell you something, Carver, for like a year-end pool or whatever, and I talked to a lot of my buddies. I told you a couple of my buddies almost played on junior tours and stuff, really good golfers, and I'm shit. I'm a hack. It's going to be interesting to see with Alex Noren this year because of his stat. Like, he's one of those guys who's just like, in my opinion, you get to play him, and he kind of doesn't get the respect he deserves, and he's always kind of lingering. More of a top 10, top 20 guy. But we've talked about players like Goddard who have broken through. Noren has the game to be that guy to win on a weekly basis, in my opinion. Rasmus Højgaard, we'll see what he does. Yeah. Great on the European Tour. And you talked about it. Carver's a smart guy, and he knows something. Harry Hall is really good early in the season. Harry Double H, he loves Hawaii, and he loves California. He loves quick starts.
I feel like he's a good birdie fest player, Cam.
He is. He goes
can
low.
Roll in a lot of birdies. And he was on my card last week, so I had Harry Hall too, kind of up there near the top. And we didn't bring this guy up. Ryan Gerard for you last week too.
Dude, he almost won.
Was right there. I took a little piece of him Sunday morning because I was at it. He was still 12-1 Sunday morning.
Crazy.
So I got in because that was the one guy that I figured. I had Harry Hall. I obviously had Goddard up, and I wanted to go with Gerard because he was the one guy I didn't have that thought. I never thought that Davis Riley was going to win that golf tour.
Davis Riley is a guy that he just he has potential to go low, but he's burned me before. Like, and you saw what happened on Sunday. Bogey, bogey, bogey. He gets on these like weird trends where things go like they fly off the handle. Like it could have been even worse for him. Let's talk about Gerard. You know what, Carver? I got to give ourselves the old Barry Horowitz right there because we had the exacta box, exactors in like horse racing with 1 and 2. I told people about Ryan Gerard, and you know this because you know golf. There's guys every year. Like Ben Griffin ascended from very good player to one of the best, and Ryan Gerard is one of those guys I think has the skill set to be like kind of like Goddard and these other guys to get involved and be very, very solid. You're not going to get this guy at 80-1 anymore moving forward. Let's just put it that way.
No, you're not going to get that. And we'll see what we got Gerard at. I got Gerard right now Cam. He's 50.
Yeah, the books have
and
kind of,
so
that's no more 80s, right? No more 90s.
and that's something else we'll bring up here before we give us our outrights. This is a tournament, Cam. We've had some bombs at this place.
Yeah.
I mean, this is because of the setup. You get some guys. Now, Straka wasn't a bomb, but he wasn't a chalk last year. Straka, I think, was in the 50, 60 range
That's
last
still
year.
a great price.
Unbelievable price. But obviously, 2 years ago, Nicky Dunlap, was an amateur and won this.
Dunlap's 180 to 1 this week. I might have to put $10 on him.
He played well Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He let go of the rope on Sunday.
Oh, he sure did.
Top 20, but he played well the first 3 days last week in Hawaii. I thought about it here because this obviously is a place that he's got a lot of success at. And I thought maybe we could go to Nicky Dunlap.
I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but let's just say Carver likes something. Do you like 180? Times it by like 4. He's an animal. He's one of my lady's favorite players, too. I remember when we were in Vegas and we were bombed. She's like, I got to take this guy. And he finished like second at the Valero Texas Open.
I got a big bomb this week.
You got a complex. This isn't a house.
Well, I'm going to take shots this week, Cam, because I feel like now it's Scotty. So that's tough. That's the reason why some other guys are a little bombish. But I don't love everybody else in that top. There's one guy that I'm going to go with. We're both going to go with him, and that brings us into the outrights here.
Let's rock.
For our page. And as you can see, I am going to start with Ben Griffin, who I thought played really well 2 out of the 4 days last week in Hawaii. We know the deal with him coming off of last year. Won 3 times. He had an excellent 2025 on the PGA Tour. He's a guy that I think can get in there if he has to. Make a ton of birdies.
You're right.
I actually at Bet Rivers got this boosted to 25.
Me too.
So I have Ben Griffin at 25 with the boost. If you have a book that does that, whatever you want to do, I felt that was a good use to it. And if anybody gets these boosts, Cam, let's talk about that for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Use them on. I think you always use boosts on chalkier guys. It's just to move. You don't use it on a 90 to 1 guy. You hit a 90 to 1, you're bombing already. Like I like using it on guys 15 to 25. Like
when you get that 18 to 23 or 18 to 25, like sometimes they give you a little extra on the boost too. And I think Ben Griffin, if you're really looking at the field, Carver, other than Scheffler, like I'm looking at Ben Griffin and go, I'd probably play the guy at 16. Like that's like next to Scheffler, I think Ben Griffin, if you look at the power rankings for this tournament, he's one of my top guys. And you could put Cantlay in that mix too because he has a great track record here.
Cantlay at this place is ridiculous, and I am about to bring it up right now, Cam, what he has done here. Because Patrick Cantlay at the American Express, and as you can see there, I do have him on my board for us. Where's the where is it? Here
I'm going to tell you something, Carver. Cantlay too, to his like expectations. Not a great year, in my opinion.
He didn't.
I think about it, and you're getting 30 to 1 on Cantlay. I saw some 32s out there too. You're not going to get that. Like this is the thing, Patrick Cantlay. If he's focused this year, you're going to get this guy in the 18 to 1 range. So get him while he's hot because he's a guy that has a lot to prove after a subpar year by his standards.
Last 6 times that they've been here, Cam, at the AmEx, Cantlay's got a T5, a 9, a 2, a T9. Now he's got a T26 and a T52 also, but he's got 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s. At this. He loves this. He loves putting on the POA. He loves putting on this surface. This is a great surface for him. 30 to 1 for Cantlay. We haven't seen him yet this year, so it's possible he's worked on some things, coming out a little strong. I think that Cantlay, like honestly, Cantlay should be ahead of some of these other guys. I think that you're getting Cantlay off of last year's performance, but I think Cantlay should be booked ahead of Bobby Mack, Sam Burns, Russell Henley, to be quite honest with you, too. Cantlay should be ahead.
Like Burns and Henley, I like them, but I'd rather have Cantlay this week. So I think we're picking that range is the best pick.
So I got Griffin, I got Cantlay. I'm taking Harry Hall again at 40 to 1. I just really like that he's good in the birdie fest. Now a couple of deeper shots. Daniel Berger played well last week. A lot of people jumped on 90s, I saw, Cam, on Sunday night. Good for them.
Wow.
I got 75 on Monday morning. I think it's down to 60 now.
Yep.
For Daniel Berger. I'm kind of, if there's one that I'm kind of following the crowd and playing a popular guy, I think that this is it with him. So I'm going to have Berger on my card. Patrick Rogers played well last week. Plays well in these Birdie Fest type of courses too. 80 to 1 for him. And I know you can see it on the bottom there, Cam. Chuck Hoffman, Charlie Hoffman, 750
50
to
to 1.
1.
I repeat.
750 to 1. Now, look, I'll tell you what Chuck Hoffman has done. He's won this. I know it was decades ago. 2007, I think, is when he won the AmEx. Last year, top 5. Admittedly, a bunch of cuts and missed the cuts before that. He's got a T2, a T9, a T10. Cam, he loves California golf. He loves playing in this course on all 3 of these tracks. I saw him at 350 and 400 at most books. DK had him at 750. That was too big of a price difference for me. I will go huge bomb of the week, 750 to 1 with Chuck Hoffman.
Carver, I have to play it. This is like a lottery ticket. If Charlie Hoffman wins this tournament, I don't even know what we're going to do next week. Literally, like, you're going to buy a minor league team. Like, this is a lot of. But Charlie Hoffman should not be 7. I'm even going to say I think 400's nuts. Charlie Hoffman is a 150 to 1 player, in my opinion, due to history.
On the West Coast, he should.
Yes.
On the West Coast, he should be in that range. Anywhere else, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
no, it takes 700 and other. Like, no, the guy's got a great track record.
He's a great track record. So Griffin, Cantlay, Hallberger, Rogers, and Hoffman for me, Cam.
Griffin, I'm with you on. I think Ben Griffin can win this tournament. He can put 4 rounds together. Matt Fitzpatrick's interesting, Carver, because he's playing really, really well. When's he going to break through the door? Yeah. And I don't think he's going to mind this. I look at him like Cantlay. I think you can do it. You know what I mean? At that price, I'm going to take it. I'm with you on Berger. Couldn't find the 70s, found a 60. And Rasmus Højgaard's interesting to me. There was a couple guys I looked at, but I just think he's just very solid. Like, he's one of those guys that, he can go into this tournament. He can win. He was great on the European Tour, and he's being priced like he's not a great golfer, but he is. So I don't know. Sometimes it takes a while for these guys, the Europeans, to get acclimated, but at that price, it looks good. And my bomb, I was going to take Dickie Dunlap at 185. I didn't get him on the board, but
Dunlap.
That's a stupid price for Dunlap as well. He should be lower than that.
Just won here 2 years ago.
It's ridiculous.
As an amateur. I think the problem with Dunlap is, and this is why maybe, Cam, we do want to just monitor him, and you're going to jump in on him this week. Like, last year, I get it was bad, but it was like real bad all 4 days. Like, you look at what he did in the fall and what he did last week in Hawaii, there's some signs of life there, playing well for 2 or 3 rounds. Yes, he's still having one really bad blow-up day like he did Sunday to drop completely out of it. But the signs are there that he's coming back a little bit, Nicky Dunlap.
Well, that's the whole thing. Jordan Spieth has 3 rounds in him, but he's 35. Well, he's 40 to 1. Right. And you get a guy like Dunlap who could put 3 rounds together, and he's a crazy price. And he's won. When Dunlap is in contention, he can win. That's the whole thing. He's one of those guys that has closed the door before. So I got no problem with these prices there, Carver. I agree. I love your picks.
Let's go. Outrights for us here at La Quinta, the American Express. All right, so placements.
There we go.
Now for us as we go to the next thing. So I'm backing this Cantlay up with a T10 at plus 265.
I love it.
Siwoo Kim, obviously very good here as well. And I liked how he played last week in Hawaii. So a T10 at plus 295 for him. I am going to play Ryan Gerard at a T20 at plus 205 with how well he played last week. I'll get right back in on Ryan Gerard, Cam, with you. And Hoagie Sandwich, another guy. I thought about the outright. It's pretty big too, but
how did Hoagie do last week? He was there. He didn't do too bad, did he?
Yeah, I think he ended up. Let me get you what Hoagie did.
I thought he was he like T30 something, or
he made the cut and he was hanging around because I had him for a 20, I think it was, or I played him. No, I only played him first round leader last week for us. He ended up finishing T40 minus 5.
That's not that bad. And you're getting 6 to 1 for a top 20. Okay,
right.
So just don't gag on the weekend. Just stick around, do your thing.
Now, look, American Express, he's got a T29 last year. He's got a T17 the year before that. He has got, he missed it the year before that. He was hurt. He's got a bunch of really decent finishes here. He's second in 22. Those are all top 20-ish numbers here, and you're getting plus 600 for Tom Hoagie for a top 20. So I'm putting him on the card, Cam.
And if you want to be safe, Carver likes to take deep dives and you can get aggressive. Guys, there are top 30 and 40 markets for these bombs too. So play it the way you want to play it. We'll just tell you what you like, but I know some people like to play it safe. You see plus money right there. I'm in. Aberg, I don't know how he's going to do this year. Aubert, whatever you want. I like to call him Aberg. That's just me, but he's Aubert. Plus 240 for a top 10. I'm never going to change, Carver. It's like NHL hockey
Nor
names. It's
should
like,
you.
I hear it. I know. It's like,
He's
okay,
changed his name, his
you
pronunciation of his
got
name too
9
many
names.
times at this
Yeah,
point. That's it. You get what you get now.
This
for
is
Ludwig.
the American version. It looks like Aberg.
Yeah.
There it is. Patrick Cantlay, Carver's all over him. I'm going to take a top 20 to plus money, which I think is ludicrous because I think he should be, he's going to finish top 10. He could win this event. Harry Hall, Mike's on him all day and all night. So am I. This guy is a go low machine. Thor Bjornsson, we'll see what happens out of the gate. He could be a trendy golf pick this week. He was a guy that I took last year. He let me down in some major times. Got me knocked out of my Survivor late with in Joe's, our buddy Joe's pool. But
Yeah.
I'll go back to Thor Bjornsson and don't piss me off this week. And Patrick Rogers, hey, Carver will tell you, this California guy went to Stanford. He is knocking on the door. You're getting me plus 150 for a top 20. I'm in.
Yeah, and look, there's probably going to be, Cam, as usual. There'll be a few other guys that I probably going to add before. And remember, they don't tee off for us on the East Coast till like 11 a.m. Thursday morning. So you've even got a little 3-hour window when you wake up, couple-hour window on Thursday morning to get some of this stuff in as well. All right, we've got now first-round leaders are a little tricky this week because we have the 3 courses. And remember, too, Cam, these are like 6-hour rounds. This is a pro-am.
Oh, I know.
It's 2 guys. They're dragging some dopey celebrity around with them and all that. Like, this is really, I'm surprised some of these guys play this. Like, it is.
You're right. Like, you got to be a pretty mellow, like, if you're like a surly guy who hates the world, this is not your turn.
There's nothing fun about this golf tournament for these guys. So
you're watching the president of like a freaking like Viagra or whatever. Yeah, put one in the trees. You know what I mean? He's fishing out balls. It's like, okay.
So because we've got 3 spots, we had to, of course, do separate boards here. So this is what I'm doing at each course for on Thursday. The Nicklaus course, I'm going to take Wyndham Clark at 25 to 1. Like to see him come out with a little bit of fire here.
I like what he said about Brooks Koepka.
Like what he said about Brooks. And you know what? He really had a lot of things. He took a lot of static, deservedly so, for some of the things he did last year. Oakmont, others. He had a real bad 2025. I'd like to see Wyndham Clark maybe come out with a little bit of gas here on the Nicklaus on Thursday. I love slamming Sammy Valimaki for a first-round leader, 33 to 1 for him. And Tom Hoagie, we just talked about 35 to 1 on the Nicklaus course for him to be first round. At the La Quinta course, you know how I always play Scheffler, Cam. If I'm going to play him, I'm going to play him to start hot. Obviously not as good a first-round number because there's 3 courses, but plus 650 for Scheffler if he blows the field away the first day out. At what some think is the easiest of the 3, right? The La Quinta, I feel like, is the one that everybody kind of says is the easiest one. Keith Mitchell's always a Thursday guy for me at 30. And Eric Van Rooyen, EVR, at 55 to 1. He loves making birdies, EVR, and he can make them in bunches. And at the stadium, Davis Thompson at 20. Alejandro Tosti.
Oh, Tosti!
I love Tosti. And this is his best putting surface.
Yeah.
He rolls the rock on these bows. Very good. 40 to 1 for Tosti, first-round leader. And Adam Svensson, a first-round leader, at 40 to 1 as well, Cam.
Oh, I'm with you, Carver. I'm with you on Svensson. Know what I also looked at? I just wanted better odds. I like Harry Hall kind of to come out of the gate hot too. Okay. He was only 15 to 1 though for the first round leader.
And he's on which course? Which course is Hall?
He was on. I had him. What course was he on? Hall. God damn it! I know. I picked him. I forget which one it was. Anyway, I wrote it down, and I was just like, the odds were just. I wanted more. Well,
we always want more. That's because we're greedy. Kid.
Yeah, we're very greedy.
We always want more.
We're very
Hall is actually the chalk on the stadium course.
Yeah.
Him and Kurt Kitayama, I have them both at 17 to 1 on FanDuel right now.
Well, let's go there, Carver. Okay. Eric Cole, you know me, Cole Kane, went to rehab. This guy's like, honestly, Cole, are you ever going to pay me back when I meet you? Like, are you ever... Can I pull a Matt Kuchar, look in your golf bag and just grab a bunch of money, like just stacks of it and go, that's what you owe me from come through for me at 33 to 1. Slamming Sammy Valimaki, Carver's right. This guy loves hot starts. He might hang around too. 35 to 1. Hoagie Sandwich 35. La Quinta, Ashke Batea, another guy that I think will do very, very well out of the gate. And my boy Novocaine, Carver, it's Cole Kane and Novocaine. 35 to 1 for Andrew Novak is an insane price for me. Patrick Rogers, 22 to 1 on the stadium course. I love this guy's game, and I'm with Carver on Adam Svensson. Watch out. This guy can really go low early, and at 40 to 1, he's a must play for me.
Yeah, look, Cam, I like it. It's tricky and it's fun having 3 separate sets of first round leaders that you can go after. It's a lot to keep track of too on the app. Like you're looking at where the guys are. It's
a problem, Carver, because I want to go deposit because
Yeah,
there's 3 different courses, but I want to withdraw.
Like I know it's not fun. Before we go, any guys we haven't mentioned, let's see if you have any interest in them. Bobby Mack played well last week. Any interest in Bobby Mack this week?
I'm going to let him go, but I'm probably going to regret it there, Carver. Like bombs that I think we should look at. Michael Kim is a guy that I think needs to be addressed with his price. You know what? What about Roy? He played really, really well last year, and he's one of those guys that can get streaky.
He's 150 to 1.
Yeah, Lee Hodges is another guy. I'm like, wow, he finished T6 last week. I wrote down your Hoffman and SH Kim, the other Kim, not SW, but SH had a pretty good tournament. He just fell apart on the weekend.
Playing this week. I found out last week, Cam, why Finau was 100 to 1 watching him on Thursday.
Finau is I don't know what's happening. He has a family. He's got a lot of kids. But Carver has a family and he wins golf bets. Finau's got a family and he's got to like figure out how to make more money because I don't know what's going on, Carver. Maybe he's just like at a point. What? Is he at a point where he's just like, I'm spending more time with my family and golf's kind of
Jason Day at 80 to 1?
A lot of people, you know what? Jason Day is the game for these type of California golf.
80's a lot for Day.
It is
in this field.
I mean, hard.
Willie Z's back, huh?
I was going to jump in the Zalatoris pool, but I think I'm gonna wait a few.
I need to watch him a couple weeks, Cam,
me too.
And see how he looks off of another back surgery. Sam Stevens, Ricky's here at 70.
You'll get into Ricky later.
At 70. The Postman's at 70.
JT Poston
at 60.
He plays well at this event too. I think he's got a pretty good history here.
You mentioned already Norin. We have Berger's 45 now on FanDuel.
That's not good. The golf community.
Everybody's that's smashing this.
That's Who did the Stew Dog like, Carver? Who did you talk to him? Like who
I haven't talked to him. I was reading through the newsletter this morning, and I know I don't want to. You got to buy that. Make sure you subscribe to me in the line to get Keith's picks. I know he does put a couple out on make sure you go check all of his stuff on socials. I'm sure he's got one of his picks out.
I think we were the only one. Like a lot of the golf guys, like Goddard was kind of our guy. Like I didn't
see anybody else on Goddard.
Yeah, no. There was guys that people like Hall and a lot of the guys around, but I think we were the Goddard guys.
Cam, let's get right back to it this week.
You got it, buddy.
Quinta, and get ourselves. Can we go 2 for 2?
That would be
start the 2020.
Imagine that, Carver. Imagine we go 2 for 2 with like a bomb too. Like if Charlie Hoffman wins this tournament, what will you do?
Wins.
If Chuck Hoffman wins, like what do you do?
You think you saw enough of that Goddard video Sunday night? Wait till you get all the Charlie Hoffman.
You might have to find. You have to go buy a safe and hide the money.
I would put a couple bucks more on him now, just in case. It's 750 to 1.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Next week, Cam, the Farmers.
Oh yes, I like the Farmers.
And I think that's the first time we're going to see Brooks. Right? Brooks is coming back for the Farmers.
Yeah, come back.
I saw him on all the commercials on CBS while the Bills were losing to the Broncos on Saturday. I saw plenty of Brooks. They got him right back in the commercials.
Of course they do.
They want him right in there.
That's why I'm not taking Keith Mitchell anymore. He's affiliated with the Bills with Josh Allen, so I got to get off that train. Even though
they played together in that dopey pro-am and at Pebble Beach. They
should have fired Bean. Anyway, we're not doing a football show. That's another story for another day.
Go Seahawks for you on Sunday.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
I'm a big Seahawks fan.
A lot of Rams.
I'm sure he's got lots of tickets on the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. So
I got a few. But people like the Rams, Carver, I'm just going to go down with the ship. I'm proud. We overachieved this year. Whatever happens, it's going to happen.
Baby. That's what you got to do. Cam, great job. We'll see you next week for the Farmers Golf Wednesdays here. Carver, Cam Stewart. See